Hello, and welcome to LimaCharlie. This is a short video outlining the core technology behind our endpoint detection and response platform, the LimaCharlie agent. Throughout the documentation, and probably while I'm explaining things, you will notice that I use the term agent and sensor interchangeably. They are just two different words we use for the same thing. So what is the LimaCharlie agent? The LimaCharlie agent is a lightweight program that gets installed on the computers or endpoints that you want to protect. It employs a customizable rule-based system that can detect more than 50 types of events or any combinations of. In response to these detections, it can deploy an automated response that can be a series of actions ranging from isolating the given endpoint from the network, killing the process that triggered the detection and any child processes that spawned, or even sending an alert to a Slack channel to let somebody know something is going on. The agent can monitor and detect things like applications starting up or shutting down, new TCP4 and UDP4 connections, modules being loaded, files created, moved, and deleted. The list goes on and on. You can even make detections based on Yara scans or geographical location. And all of this can be combined with stateful detections that track multiple actions in a series like process bursts, or if you want to examine the relationship between a process and its descendants. To understand the full power of this detection response capability, you'll have to go read the doc, which I'll link in the description of this video and in the course. The LimaCharlie agent itself runs on 32-bit Windows all the way back to Windows XP through to the most modern version of 64-bit Windows. It can run on all flavors of Linux, both 32 and 64-bit. We also have a build for Mac OS and can produce custom builds for Solaris and BSD. And most recently, we have ported the sensor to the ARM architecture for both 32-bit and 64-bit Windows and Linux. Our infrastructure is very well suited for IoT, and we have experimental builds for MIPS and Android. If you're interested in security for IoT, please let us know. We would love to talk to you. The agent itself is written in C and then compiled for each different platform and architecture it runs on. What this means is that we have true feature parity across all the different operating systems. The only exceptions to this, of course, are platform-specific operations, such as monitoring Windows registry and things like that. The agent is approximately 500 kilobytes in size, but that varies a little depending on which platform it is compiled for. While running, it consumes less than 1% CPU, but does spike very briefly when certain events take place, like an application starting up. You're probably wondering how this little program that uses up such a small amount of CPU is able to do so much. It is because we treat the agent as an extension of the cloud by utilizing a true real-time persistent TLS connection. The round-trip time for an event being detected to the time a response is actioned on the endpoint is generally less than 100 milliseconds. Sensors are designed to limit the potential for abuse resulting from unauthorized access to the LimaCharlie platform. This is achieved by limited open-ended commands as well as commands that could enable an attacker to covertly upload malicious software to your hosts. This means that the LimaCharlie sensor is extremely powerful, but also keeps its read-only qualities on your infrastructure. Of course, all access and interactions with the hosts are also logged for audit both within the cloud and tamper-proof forwarding to your own infrastructure. Upgrading versions of the agent is controlled by the user in order to ensure a controlled deployment. And although we have yet to encounter any issues with our production builds, we have mechanisms to instantly roll back the version of the agent if anything unexpected occurs. I think that's all I have to say about the agent. Please reach out to us if you have any questions, and happy hunting.